XRP, the day after. This is being made during a live stream. The first half an hour of our broadcast this morning was members only. We're going more members only events now as we have over 500 members, and we want to provide the best service. I always promised when we got so big that we would start doing more and more members only live streams so we could honor and respect and answer all the questions from our members. First of all, thank you ever so much everyone who tuned in last night. We had the biggest audience in the world, 200,000 views. Look at this. 208,000 views over the 48, which is all XRP. We ended up going through a record number of 50,536. Someone said, I've had enough of this. They've tuned out. 50,000 subscribers. It's over 1,200 subscribers a day the last couple of days. So thank you very much indeed for that. But now we're going to talk about XRP the day after. Big shout out to Sensei, who was right again. Now, we know there are always permabulls, people that don't really look at the facts or really care. Oh, we got a new member.
Let's Fix Site Joe has become a member on Extra.
On Extra, thank you very much. You can now chat in the channel. Awesome stuff. So last night we had Sensei, again, spot on, said we need to take profits. It will dip on the news. It's a buy the rumors, sell the news. Very much so. That did happen. And 99% of you, our members, appreciate that information. It's real. It's based upon fundamentals and facts. And you took profit and then you bought the dip and now you own more XRP, and that's great. That's the idea. Accumulate more. That's what an investor does. The handful of people who said, no, it's going to go up to forever. It's going to go to $1 million. Well, first of all, it's never going to do that, of course, but most importantly, you've still got the same amount of money. In fact, you've got less now because it's gone down. Our members have gained. Now, let's talk about how it was received last night. XRP last night and crypto was introduced to the world. It was a big opportunity last night for XRP and crypto to take off. Did it do well? Did it do what we expected? Well, it did exactly what we expected, but it wasn't really well received by everybody. Unfortunately, some people looked at it as, see, this is what I don't like about crypto. I'm not going to buy it. Those that liked it before still like it. I don't think really any sentiment was changed last night. However, I don't think anything was really gained last night. We had some good information. We expected most of it. The investors understood it. The gamblers didn't get it. But no one who didn't like it has now woke up this morning going, I love XRP, I love crypto, and I'm going to be buying it. Because if they were, it'd be up today. It's not. It's down because the whales took a profit and investors understand that. What did Brad Garlinghouse say this morning? I'm going to share that with you. Good morning to Let's Fix It.
Let's Fix Site Joe has become a member.
We just saw you become a member on the Extra channel as well. Welcome to the main channel this morning. Thank you very much. The Extra channel this morning is 24 hours a day, running all the Sensei's XRP chart information. But what did Brad Garlinghouse say? So click the like button if you like this and consider subscribing. We rank number 1 in the world for most stocks, particularly XRP, Nvidia, and many others. Anyway, let's have a look right now. This is what Brad said just some moments ago. Crypto made its debut on 60 Minutes. There's no doubt that these technologies will continue to become more and more mainstream with influence and reach that will only continue to grow. We agree with that. We agree wholeheartedly with that. Let me see if I can go a little bit bigger. Yes, I can, very slightly. A few things I do want to comment on after watching. I spoke with Margaret Brennan, 60 Minutes, for 90 minutes straight when discussing the SEC's misguided lawsuit against Ripple. 60 Minutes shockingly left out a federal judge rule that XRP is not a security. Gendler's shill, John Reed Stark, knows better despite his comments that 60 Minutes chose to air. Now, Brad needs to understand, and I'm sure he does. I've done lots of TV work. I've recorded lots of things for TV, my Vegas show and all sorts. And TV will always chop it up. It's not necessarily to make you look good or look bad. I remember a very important quote Matthew Kelly said to me, an ITV in the UK presenter. I was on a TV show called Stars on the Rise. It was a bit like X Factor or American Idol or whatever you want to call it in America. And I was on the show, and it was fixed for Kylie Minogue to win the event. I know that because only Kylie Minogue rehearsed winning. I came second, by the way, as Cliff Richard. But anyway, the point was, the presenter told me just before they announced the winner, because everyone in the audience, when I met in the green room, said, we voted for you. We expected you to win. I came second. TV is not about making stars out of people or promoting crypto. Matthew Kelly told me that fateful day. He said to me, Martyn, Stars in the Rise is about making TV, not about making stars. And same for Brad Garlinghouse. Being on TV is about selling TV. It's about creating a story, getting people to engage and watch and stay watching. It's not there as a commercial break for you to promote XRP. So you got to know that when you talk for an hour and a half, you're going to get 15 minutes on 60 minutes. That's how it works. And they'll pick the bits that they think will sell the story best. And that's what they did. It engages conversation the following day. So you have to be very careful how you put your comments to TV. I've had a lot of experience with this, so I'm not surprised they left that bit out, because it gave fire to the other side, which makes the show engaging. Is it right? Well, is it wrong? It's not right or wrong. Got to remember, 60 Minutes is there to present you, and they did. They presented you, the story. That was your words, that was you on the screen. However, they had the right to edit it to make it dramatic, for dramatic content. They didn't take what you said out of context, they just didn't include everything. They were never going to include everything. And as a broadcaster myself, who's done lots of TV and made films and all sorts, you need to stick to the bits you want, reiterate those, repeat those, so there's not any content they can take out in the context, rather than go add extra filler, because they'll use the filler. Anyway, just want to add that. Lastly, to say crypto has no utility is exactly what the naysayers said about the internet in its earliest days. That is nothing more than illicit activity. How vastly they were proven wrong. Today, even JP Morgan is coming around on blockchain. Conveniently, 60 Minutes also failed to mention that Ripple is doing billions of dollars of KYC ed transactions for our institutional customers, leveraging XRP to move money cross border more efficiently than traditional payment rails. But equally, Brad, in the fairness of good journalism, you didn't just then say the other side of the argument, that even though people argue there isn't a use case for this or whatever, they also did say, and you've just left conveniently out of your message, that banks don't necessarily always believe in the technology, but they like to make money. And they like to make money on the transactions. That was mentioned last night on 60 Minutes. You haven't mentioned that here. So there is only one space that gives you both sides of the argument, unedited, live. You're watching it. That's what I do. Everybody likes to leave a little bit out, and Brad is doing it here exactly the same way as 60 Minutes did. That's what journalism is all about. People often say to me, they talk about clickbait. They talk about clickbait as a good thing or a bad thing. And I like to explain what that actually means. I aim to be a journalist. I aim to be media. I aim to be completely impartial. The only channel you'll see on YouTube, which is only in the S&P, doesn't promote, doesn't take money to promote anything. It's not sponsoring anything. No one can pay me to deliver any story about anything. Need to understand that most people are trying to sell something, and 60 Minutes is selling TV. Brad Garlinghouse was trying to use it to promote XRP. It didn't really work. No surprise. We knew that. We love the asset. We love the technology, but it sold off. We said it would. We knew it would. now you can buy back more and accumulate more. But you can't control the medium. Come on this channel, you can. Well, you can't control me, but you can speak freely, unedited, and I won't take anything out. Brad, I invite you to be on this show. We reach a bigger audience than 60 minutes, and you can speak to the people that actually care about the asset, and it'll be unedited. But understand that clickbait is a bit of an anomaly. Can't even say that. An anomaly. I can't even say it. Forget it. Anomaly. Why can't I say anomaly? Anomaly. Doesn't matter. I give up. The point is, every single media has a level of clickbait. Whether you are a book cover or a movie cover or a DVD, a CD, a billboard outside a cinema, you are selling the idea of what's going to happen when you enter. It's not to tell you the entire story. The story lies within. Come on in, buy a ticket. It's just to talk about an idea to engage you. Don't take it as that's the whole story. If you are stupid enough, with the greatest respect, to be interested in watching something or not watching it purely on the cover, then you belong in kindergarten reading comic books. And I'll give you an example. In a few moments, I'm going to go live with this story. In a few moments after this, we're going to go Nvidia. My thumbnail is bad news. It's truthful. It's accurate. The video will contain some bad news for Nvidia. Trolls will say, oh, you're talking rubbish. Nvidia's going to go to the moon forever. How can you're just trying to get views? How can it be bad news? Nvidia is the best thing in the world. Nvidia does have some bad news today, and I will bring it to you in a few moments. However, is it ultimately bad news for Nvidia? No. There is some bad news today, and I will share it with you. But do I think Nvidia's going down the toilet? No. But there is some bad news, and we're going to report on it. But the bad news you'll go, what's happening? And you'll watch, and then you'll learn, and you'll know what's going on. That's my job. If I put a title of something not engaging, you won't watch, you won't know what's going on. You'll watch some other idiot who's made up a load of nonsense with a real dramatic title, and you'll learn the wrong thing. So, clickbait, what is it? Well, if I put a picture of a naked lady today and said, naked ladies dancing around the studio to get you to watch, like a lot of people do, then that would be bad clickbait. But telling you Nvidia bad news, there is bad news today. Doesn't mean I hate Nvidia though. Doesn't mean I'm down on Nvidia and I'm a naysayer. But it is the facts. But it will be contained within the video. So Brad Garlinghouse last night tried to speak to the world about XRP, and sadly he's not a broadcaster. He's a CEO of a company. He doesn't know how media works. I know how media works. I would like to invite Brad Garlinghouse onto this show, and we will let him speak unedited. I won't take anything out. I won't add anything, but I won't promote him either. I will give him a voice, unedited, raw, natural as it is. If you'd like Brad Garlinghouse on the show, we can have him very easily on the show. I've interviewed lots of CEOs, and as we rank number one, have the biggest audience for XRP in the world, we might as well have Brad Garlinghouse on the show. Last night, 208,000 people joined us. All that is XRP views over the weekend. Biggest viewership in the world. If you'd like Brad Garlinghouse on the show, 99% of you won't bother with this. You just believe that the stock go up forever, but when it comes to actually doing anything, you won't do it. That's the reality. Most people are lazy. But there are 1% of you, my Lucas aides particularly, who will do this. What is it I'm asking you to do? Well, I'm inviting you to do it because it doesn't bother me whether the asset goes up or down or sideways. I only own the S&P. I'm just here to bring you the news. Very simple. I never sell my services. I never go to anyone and say, hey, be on my show. I never do that. Don't need to do that. They come to me. How do they learn about me? They learn about the channel from you. the investor. So what you do is you email investor relations. If you want to, you can have a template you've saved, and then you can email all the companies that you invest in. So you've got one already saved. Tell them that you're an investor in XRP. You would like to learn about XRP. This is the biggest viewership in the world. Speak to the investors, unedited, live as it is, unscripted. He can't tell me what questions we're going to ask him. It's unscripted, and build a relationship. When they respond to you and you've got them interested, then put them in touch with me, Martyn at martynlucas.com, and let's get Brad on the show. That's how it happens. I won't go chasing. I won't go knocking on doors saying, be on my show. I don't need to. They come to me, but they learn about me through you. That's the best way to do it. So there is my XRP the day after. It's a good day. It's good. We like XRP. We think the technology is good. We think it has a use case. However, just like Brad himself and the people at the top with the money, they trimmed it, we trimmed it. Our members sold it at the top. They bought it back twice on these dips. It went down like we said, no surprise. Unfortunately, Brad didn't get what he wanted from it from 60 Minutes. He's not a broadcaster. He's a CEO, a technical guy, and he didn't realize that they would slice it up and make him not look as good as he wanted. Hence, he had to come on this morning and say that. But that's how TV works, I'm afraid. So, XRP, was it a good day for XRP? Not really. It didn't really win anybody over that didn't like it. The ones that love it still love it. And it just made opportunity for those to make profit and buy it back. So for those that really invest on it, it was a win. It gave us the chance to sell it for a profit and buy more and accumulate more. Those that didn't understand it, they're all down this morning wondering what's going on. No surprise there, really. If you want the full analysis, the chart analysis from Sensei will do another technical chart analysis on Sunday. He'll probably join me throughout the week live on the show. Many asked, does Sensei have his own channel? No, Sensei is exclusive on this channel. He wants to be part of my network. So if you want any more videos from Sensei, here we are. Tune into this channel. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, I shall put the XRP playlist, and down here, I shall put Sensei's show on Sunday. You can tune into Sensei's show. I haven't created it yet, but I will do soon. When I put this video out, you'll see it there, and join Sensei for his show. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.